Hi, I'm Sangeeta. I'm working as an open source developer in ChipKits for the past 3 months. Now I am going to say about email validator in Flex. Email validator. It is a class which validates a string that has a single @, domain name and the top level domain suffix. If the domain names are valid, if they are only enclosed within the square brackets, the validate it does not check whether the domain and the username actually exist. Now we are going to see about the syntax. We have to give the email validator tag in MXML application. Invalid char. These are the properties within the email validator tag. Invalid char errors. That is where if we give the email address wrongly, it gives the error as your email address contains invalid characters. Invalid domain error. That is, it shows if we give the domain as wrong, it gives the error as domain in your email address is incorrectly formatted. Then invalid IP domain error. If we give the IP address wrongly, it gives the error as the IP domain in your email address is incorrectly formatted. And then invalid periods in domain error. Suppose the period exists within, if we give the domain, the error shows like this: the domain in your email address as consecutive periods. Then missing at sign error. That is, if we missed the @ sign in our email address, it shows the error as an @ sign is missing in your email address. Then missing period in domain error. That is, if the domain period exists, the value will exist, so it shows the error domain in your email address is missing a period. Then missing username error. If we miss the username in your email address, it shows the error as username in your email address is missing. Then too many @ signs errors. If we give more than one @ sign in email address, it shows the error as your email address contains too many #64 characters. Then now see the example for this email validator. Now open a Flex Builder, create a new Flex project. In this we have to create a MXML application. Here we have to give within the script tag, we have to import the mxcontrols.alert tag. Then in MXML application we have to give the email validator tag source equal to email, property text, trigger equal to my button, and trigger event equal to click. If the trigger is my button, that is, we given the component as component button. In this we are given the trigger event. Trigger event means that is the action performed. If he clicks the button, the action performs. If the email is valid, it shows the valid equal to alert.show validation succeeded. First we have created a panel, given the title as email validate example, and then we created a form. Within the form we created a form label, form item. In this we given the enter the email address, and then another form item we are created a button. We have to give the button ID label equal to validate. Now we see the result of this application by pressing the F11. So here the label, enter email address, and here the text input, and this is the button we are giving. So here we have to type the email address as like this. If we give the email address correctly, if we click the button validate, it gives validation succeeded alert message. So okay, we have to click here. If we give if we give like this, something like this, we leave the @ sign. So and we have to give like if we give like this, it shows the error message as an @ is missing in your email address, like this. If we give like this, it shows the error @ is missing. If we give @.com like this, it shows domain in your email address is incorrectly formatted. So we didn't give the Gmail here, like this. Otherwise, incorrectly we have to give like this, means it shows the domain your email address is incorrectly formatted. So and then we have given something like this, it shows @ is missing. If we give let's see what it's giving. Domain your email address is missing a period, I mean like this, and then like this we have to give domain your email address missing a period line. So if we give correctly like this, so it gives validation succeeded message. That's the result of this application. Thank you.